Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the SharpSHOOTers. As always, we're your hosts, Danny and Juice. How you doing tonight, Juice?
I'm feeling risky. Feeling risky
Oh,
tonight, Danny. Ready
gonna
to
take some
take some
bets?
gambles. Take some gambles. Maybe go double or nothing, if you will.
Ah, I don't know what
Maybe.
you mean.
Well, it's pay-per-view
Oh,
weekend.
I do know what you mean then.
It's
Well,
double or nothing week, folks. AEW is in town in New York City,
in
and
our
we
home
are
city.
ready to roll. Welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Drops are on, by the way. Lego Batman in the house. Proud sponsor of the show. Thank you for the game of the year. Here to roll. We appreciate you joining
Uh,
us here live and watching along as you play. It's gonna be a fun night. I'm ready to go, Danny.
yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm very excited to talk about a lot of AEW stuff, especially WWE, and not so much, but there's some fun stuff to talk about there too. So let's get started. If you've never been here before, this is our not our usual night. We had to actually take a little siesta from last night. We apologize. Thank you for joining us, though. We are usually on Thursdays, but tonight we're on Friday, 7 o'clock. Before we get started, we got to pay our bills as usual. If you haven't done so already, please throw us a sub. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free for you, helps us out. You go on, was it Amazon Gaming, I believe? And then you
Yeah.
could go through there and throw us a free sub. That would be awesome. And thank you to Accept the Win for being the official band of the podcast. You hear them before, during, and after the show. If you didn't tune in last week, we had a special guest from Accept the Win, Mr. Hardcastle, and we did a nice
Hmm.
little tournament with him. Check the link tree down below to check that out. That'd be great. If you've first time here, sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. If this is your first time here,
Dios
what we
mío.
usually do is we do a nice little segment called 10 and 10. I'll let Juice say what it's called later. We do a predictions. Most of the time, depending on when the pay-per-view is up, that's what we're doing tonight. We do a little trivia, which we're about to start out with, and then we do a little fun segment. Tonight we're going to keep it a little simple because it's a rain check, and we know Friday nights people want to do stuff, so we're going to keep it short and simple. Juice, start us out with the trivia. Let me pull up our fantastic score of 15 to 1. I'm on the board. That's all that matters.
Could be 16 and 0, but I digress.
I don't believe you.
Um, all right, so Double or Nothings this weekend, which means Stadium Stampede is also this weekend. This is going to be the fourth ever Stadium Stampede match. Not to be
Oh,
confused with
shit.
Anarchy in the Arenas. They do not count.
Okay.
Um, in terms of the Stadium Stampedes, there have been three so far. Who
Okay.
are the only two wrestlers that have been in all three?
Well, has to be Jericho because that's Jericho's baby. Um, so my first is going to be Chris Jericho.
I just want to make sure just in case I said it wrong, I don't think I did. I want to make sure I say it right. Which two wrestlers have been in the most? So not all three. I don't know
Oh,
if I said all
you
three.
said all three. Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, I lied. It is all three. I'm
There's
sorry.
only been three.
I know, and these two wrestlers are the only ones that have been in all three. I apologize. I
Okay.
wanted to make sure I said it right for you, and I did, but I
And
got
then
in
and
my
then you
head.
and then you didn't and then you did. I like it. It's fine.
Which
Don't
yeah,
worry about it.
which
We're good.
two have been in all three?
So I'm gonna stick with Chris Jericho. that
Sorry.
that hasn't
Okay.
changed.
Yep.
And we're obviously not counting this because it hasn't happened yet. So which of the three that happened? So Jericho,
Yes.
I want to say it's one of the Bucks, or maybe it's Omega. I'm trying to think. It's definitely none of the Demand. Definitely not the Hurt Syndicate. So we could take those out. None of
Well,
the
again, yeah.
Callis
Don't
family.
don't don't think of the
Oh
people
wait,
that are
duh.
in
I'm
this
thinking of
one.
this year's. I'm so stupid.
Yeah, this year
Um,
doesn't matter. This one
yeah,
does
yeah,
not
yeah.
count.
Okay, so Jericho
Okay.
and I'm gonna say, ooh, I feel like he's been with him every single time. I'm gonna go with Sammy Guevara.
Ooh, Annie, so close yet
Damn
so
it!
far. You're in the right
Damn
area.
it!
The correct answers were Santana and Ortiz.
Really?
They are the only two that were in all three Stadium Stampedes. You have to remember the first two Stadium Stampedes were with no crowds, or the first one with no crowd. The second one had a little bit of a crowd at Daly's place, and then the third one happened at All In, the first one at Wembley. and it wasn't like it was
Ah.
some different people, but all three times it was basically like the inner circle. Well, the first two were like the inner circle. The third one was like I think Santana Ortiz, the best friends, I think. But yeah,
So the
they're the
third
only
one,
two.
Jericho wasn't in because
No,
he was definitely in the first two.
he was not. Yeah, he was not in the third one. He was in the first two though.
Interesting.
It was like I think it was Santana Ortiz, Cassidy, like Chuck Taylor, and someone else, but it wasn't Jericho. I looked it up. I know that much.
No,
But
no, no. I totally believe you. That's just so
wait,
interesting.
Penta
You would figure of all people,
or
Jericho
Penta?
would have been in
Penta. Ah, see, said it right before Jay sent it.
Penta. Nice.
Yep. All
Ah,
right,
all right. Well,
the streak
got me
lives.
with another one. Son of a bitch. Oh yeah, because they faced the Blackpool Combat Club. That's right. I was trying to think of who they would be facing too. I
There
forgot
you go.
those Combat Club members. All right.
All right.
So moving on to our weekly segment. We do this every week. It is a fan favorite. Our 10 in 10. No association with Ty Dillinger whatsoever.
Also known as the Tit, a fan
Ah,
favorite amongst everybody. The
no,
10 and 10,
no,
the
sir.
Tit. It is 10 points in 10 minutes. We talk about the week that was in wrestling. Sometimes we go a little bit over, but with this week being the double or nothing predictions, I think we can keep this one pretty tight. But who
Yeah.
knows?
Plus,
We'll see
some of
how it
these points,
goes.
I don't know how much we really want to like spend time on. Some of these points are just gonna be like quick hits because,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll see
I'm
how
not
it
too
goes.
worried.
It's all right. We'll have
Let's
fun.
start off with
Yep.
Supercard of Honor. That's your baby. What do you got?
Yep, last Friday night was Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. I did not watch. It was the first Ring of Honor pay-per-view since TK took over that I just did not care to watch and did not try to look up. But I wanted to report some findings that came from it. Action Andretti turned on Leo Rush, turned heel on Leo. So Leo is supposed to be a babyface with what he's doing right now, apparently, at least in Ring of Honor.
Oh,
Congratulations are in
what?
order.
Okay.
Congratulations are in order for Dalton Castle and the Outrunners, who defeated Shane Taylor Promotions to win the ROH six-man titles. It is awesome, long overdue. I think all three of them should be on AEW TV more.
Mm-hmm.
And lastly, I just wanted to share that Athena did retain in her Survival of the Fittest match for the women's title, so the Forever Champ lives on. Any thoughts on anything I said?
I'm because of Collision. Obviously, I knew about a lot of these changes and a lot, or not changes in a lot of these results
Yeah.
because they had them all on Collision, of course. Athena, I think we talked about this a while ago. Athena needs to drop the belt already. I get the whole like forever champion stuff, but like we want to see her in more. I know I want to see her more on AEW TV, and I feel like that's kind of what's holding
Uh,
her back a little bit. But
yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, and I think we'll get to that in a little bit.
ooh, interesting. All right, and I totally agree with the trios title. I think that's awesome for Castle and the
Oh,
Outrunners, and agreed. I think they should be on AEW TV all the time.
yeah. Next up, Anthony Bowens. I really liked what he was doing on Collision, teaming
Yep.
with Joe, showing that new heel kind of aggressive persona. I did find it very interesting though that that promo he cut post match, like it's so funny how he like was trying to be a babyface originally when he came back, like way back, was
Mm-hmm.
getting booed because people were
Mm-hmm.
cheering for Caster, and now he's heel and he's cutting like a similar promo as a heel, and now he's getting cheered. I found it very bizarre.
And
I
and I t-
almost
and
you could feel like you could see he was like, oh shit, like what the hell? Like he was confused.
I'll tell
Very
you
odd.
why a little bit, and I hate to say it, but a little bit is because like historically fans aren't big fans of like the gay angle. So like the pride of professional wrestling, I don't think I'm not saying us, we didn't mind it, but not
Mm,
everyone really attached to the pride of professional wrestling thing, and that angle was never going to hit with a lot of people. Now that he's dropped that and just gone to a more like attitude angle and saying the same stuff, everyone's eating it up. Like it's unfortunate,
yeah.
but I kind of knew from the beginning. I kind of called it from the beginning that it wasn't going to go anywhere.
I don't know. I mean, we don't have to get too into it. I don't think it's because of the like that angle of it personally, but I don't know. It wasn't like he was like that was defining him being gay. It was just he was saying pride because I don't know. Whatever. I don't agree, but I understand where you're coming from.
All right.
Um,
But no, I
Next
do
up,
like it. I've been
yeah.
enjoying everything he's doing with the ops, and I do like this seed they're planting, where like he's the new protege for Joe, and how that's
Yeah.
gonna go with Hook. I'm really excited to see how that works out.
Yeah. Next up, Ty J is back. I guess I
Yes.
forgot one of them was even hurt. I'm glad they're back. Do we think they're going to get the titles? eventually, or are they just
I,
going to be a defense and that's it?
I do hope they get eventually. I mean, I would kind of like if they're the team that upsets, like they're the underdog team that upsets them, David versus Goliath thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be dope, especially because they don't really look like they have a lot of teams lined up for them. So why not take advantage of this? Everyone wants to see it. Build them up a little bit. Maybe have them lose or like not get like squashed, but like have them come so close and lose something and then get a title match. I don't know, but I really think they can take advantage of this storyline.
Yeah, I think they should just do it because the Divine Dominion 5 minute challenge is so lazy,
I
and
hate it.
I like the team. I like the team, but they're just creatively doing nothing, and
Yes,
it's
agreed.
unfortunate. Next up, Mox versus O'Reilly is official for the card. They ran the 20-minute draw on Dynamite. I loved it. That was a great match. Any thoughts in particular?
I kind of think that it was spoiled at the beginning because I don't remember every time there's an eliminator match them reminding us that if it's a time limit draw that would count. So the second I heard him say that, I was like, "Oh shit, it's gonna be a draw." Like
Yeah,
they're like
they
explicitly
do bring it
saying it.
up. They bring it up.
So that kind of
Yeah.
sucked. But besides that, match was fucking awesome. I loved every second of it. And I think this match on we'll talk about it more later, but the match on Sunday is gonna be a
Yeah.
banger.
Yep. Next up, what I think is so far the
I'm
biggest news to come out of AEW
so
this week.
sad about this.
Unfortunately, Willow Nightingale injured her shoulder on Collision versus Red Velvet. I did not go back to watch and see where it happened,
Yeah, neither
but
did I. I'm just so sad
she
this happened.
is out indefinitely, no longer in the Owen Cup, no longer TBS champion. Um, it's yeah, it's unfortunate and it shakes everything up because honestly, she might have been the favorite to win the whole thing.
I think so,
So
man.
like this changes a lot. Any thoughts?
No, I agree with you. I think like it sucks because she was on such a good run. She was kind of getting back with the conglomeration stuff. Like they were doing little interviews backstage together. You could tell she was really enjoying the singles run. She was having good matches, and I think she was gonna go all the way in the Owens Cup as well. So like it's a big blow, and it really sucks. And I'm very interested to see now what they do with the championship. Are they
Wild
gonna
card.
the TBS
Oh
championship?
yeah.
Are they gonna
Well,
do
yeah,
a
not even
tournament?
TBS
Is it gonna be
title.
like some kind of battle royal? Like what do they do for it?
Yeah, not even a TBS title, even the wild card spot. Because depending on who the wild card is, honestly, I think Athena's winning the whole thing.
Yeah,
Um, to
yeah,
be
that changes
continued.
everything for that too. Yeah.
Next up, Briscoe versus Ciampa fought in an anything goes match on Dynamite this week. I thought it was
Fucking brutal.
amazing.
Such a brutal match, man.
I just Ciampa's been the MVP this year, I think, in terms of the new signings. He's been awesome. I
They
love the
treated
match.
him like a
Yeah.
main event star, and he's delivering every single time he's out there like a main event star. It's fucking amazing.
Did the timer stop?
No.
It's
Oh,
frozen
why?
at three.
Oh, you know why? Because it's not on the screen. Hold on. I hate when this does that. There you go. No, still not. What?
There it goes. Okay. All right. But yeah, I loved it. I'm upset that there was a spot with a chicken doll that happened during commercial break, and when it came back, we missed it. It did get put on Twitter, where like Ciampa did his finishing move to like the doll, and Briscoe pulled the ref out. It was really stupid, but it was like
I
just
didn't see
dumb.
that, but that's great. I'm gonna go
If
look
I
at
if
that
I
now.
find the link again, I'll send it to you. Um, but
No,
yeah, it was
great
a
match.
great
Yeah, I loved it.
great match. I loved it. And,
Sucks
yeah,
that
it's
they're
good
wasting
stuff.
him in the fucking pre-show on Sunday.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
Next up, then Darby. The run continues, man.
it's amazing.
Solid match against Sammy. I know a lot of people poo-poo on Sammy. He's not like killing it or anything lately, but he was good in the match.
Yeah, he's not a pillar anymore. That ship's gone.
Well,
The
yeah.
ship
Darby
sails.
and Darby and Bailey was also awesome. Very well done. I love just every match is great. I
I
know I'm a
feel
big
like
Darby guy anyway, but it's
I
been
feel like that
awesome.
was the most intense we've seen Bailey, and I like it. Like you could tell, like he was really like not teetering like face or heel, nothing like that, but like he was
Yeah.
more intense, more brutal than he usually is. I really enjoyed seeing that.
Yeah. And then last up, next man up after Double or Nothing looks like it's gonna be
I
Roosh.
don't care.
Now, I gotta ask you though, does Roosh doing this challenge make you feel any more or less towards Darby or MJF?
No, because he's one of those characters that he doesn't like either one, so I don't think it changes it for either one. No, it doesn't
Okay.
change my opinion who's gonna win.
Okay. All right. Interesting. And
I just hate that he has a title shot. I hate Roosh.
Yeah, no, I understand. So now we can wrap it up. Just some quick WWE things, because I know we didn't really talk about it at all last week.
Oh yeah,
We never really talked about the John Cena Time Is Now tournament
stupid announcement.
or tournament, um, where I don't get, like, you're gonna do a tournament where the fans are gonna vote in. I guess they're voting on who's in it, and they're voting on who they like in it.
Yeah,
So like
so they get
even if you lose in the first round,
you can still
you can
get
still
pushed through because of fan votes. They said.
so like Walter can win the tournament, but Cody wins. You know what I mean? Like it's just so
It's weird.
it's not a good idea. I think if they there's ways you can tweak it, but what do you think?
I,
Anything?
I'm I'm not really excited about it because also there's no like prize from what I understand. Like there's nothing that they get. They don't get a world title shot. They don't get a contract. They don't get anything.
Yeah,
So like, what's the point of it doesn't make sense. Wins and losses don't matter, and
yeah.
you don't get anything if you win the whole thing. So
Fun
very silly.
times.
Don't like it.
All right. Next up, the big story to come out this morning.
Crazy
Ludwig Kaiser was arrested
for beating up
for
some dude.
battery in Florida, where the story is allegedly he was in an elevator making out with his lady friend. There's another gentleman in the elevator, and there's two sides to this story that have come out. Where apparently in one story he says to Kaiser, um, "Show some respect, have some respect," blah blah blah, or manners rather. And
Yep.
Kaiser punches him in the face and starts hitting him. And there's video footage of it, so that's real. But I guess the audio is the breakdown, where some people are also claiming apparently this random person said, um, you're lucky I don't call ICE on your girl, and that's what made him do it. Two stories going out there. Who am I to say which one's true or not? But either way, it looks like Kaiser's not gonna like miss time, and the mask
I,
versus mask
I was
match
just say
next
at the
week is
very least the match versus match is happening. So
which is kind of crazy. But I mean, apparently he was in Mexico when he heard about this, and he flew back, hoping they can get the permission for him to go back, and it looks like it's going to be granted. Um,
very
I don't know. I'm
strange.
not a legal guy, but I feel like it shouldn't. But whatever.
I don't. I mean, yeah, I
Can't
don't
hit
know.
some. You can't hit somebody, man.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know what happened. I don't know.
yeah.
It doesn't look
All
like
right.
he was a self defense thing, so it's just weird.
Yeah.
Just crazy timing.
And last
Last
up,
thing,
I'll give you the floor about Danhausen.
ending on a
Take the
great note, Danhausen uncursing the Knicks. 9-0, Danhausen killing it, at least off TV. Because on TV, I don't know what the hell they're doing with him. Every time he's on screen now, it's just a random, like, science experiment. I don't know why it's happening. It it happened sooner rather than later that they ruined it, but at the very least,
yeah,
he's taking advantage of the publicity and he's doing great. So he's all over
yeah.
ESPN. He's a great spokesman for them. So I'm really enjoying everything Danhausen's doing, pretty much.
They're gonna ride this wave as long as they can. And
Love
also,
that
I know we're over
Danhausen.
time, and honestly, I don't care. I forgot to put this on here. Bork Laser is back. Welcome back,
Oh
Bork
God,
Laser. I
so
knew he wasn't
stupid,
retiring. I knew he was gonna come back, and here he is
son of a
doing his
bitch.
thing. Haha,
Yeah, I
he
can't
he.
believe that. That was the worst. No good reason given. Nothing. Just hey, I'm
Outstanding.
here.
All right.
Someone made a
So
joke. I saw someone online just say, "Oh, they moved Gunther to SmackDown, so he can't be retired on Raw, so that's why he came back."
yeah, yeah, probably. Either
So, I
way,
mean,
some
sorry,
quick
really quick,
yeah.
what I think is going to happen? Clash of Italy. I guess he has to go over because they're going to do or maybe he doesn't go over and then he gets retired at SummerSlam by someone. I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, I'll catch up on chat here real quick, and then we'll open up some AEW card packs. Let's see. Tez says, "I'm seriously contemplating dropping all the money on Lego Batman. You should. I played it already a little bit. I know a bunch of people in our chat are playing it right now, and they are digging it. It is a lot of fun. Also, drops are on. Fan of the show. Now, Jay DeFalco says, I was waiting for a Sargento cheese commercial when they went to picture in picture when he grabbed the cheese grater. Not again. And then Jay says, "Welcome to Whose Tournament Is It Anywhere? Who is it anyway? Where the matches don't matter and you pick whoever you want to win an imaginary prize." Yeah, not worth it. But
I just
all
want to
right,
see Drew Carey now on stage. Thanks a lot, Jay DeFalco.
yeah. So that was our 10 and 10. We did pretty well this week, only a minute over, but we also had clock issues there, so I think we were allowed
I
a little bit
blame the
extra
clock.
time.
I agree.
Yeah, I blame the clock.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna open up two packs. We have Tupac two packs. We have AEW 2023. These are the base set. I already have them pre-cut. I have not looked inside. We're gonna see what we got. I already own the base set in its entirety, so now we're just kind of Looking for the hits. See if we get anything good. So far, I don't think we've really gotten the big hit in this box. Maybe we'll get lucky tonight. First
I
up,
want you
we
to get lucky
have
tonight.
who doesn't? Ace Jake Hager off to an excellent start. We have a base top flight.
Okay, a little better.
Yeah.
Better than
We
Jake
have
Hager.
a base hook card.
Getting better. Getting better.
We have a gold variant of a Jungle Bitch,
Oh, and then we hit a nosedive.
Jack Perry. It's all
At
right. You
least he's
can't
not
all
wearing
be
a
hits.
belt because it makes him look like even more of a little bitch.
We have a gold. I don't know if this is a gold variant, but it's a We Are All Elite Powerhouse Hobbs. Not really accurate anymore, but I digress.
Hey, that's a nice one though.
Yeah, that's a good card. Maybe it's worth more now that he's not here. We have. Let me show the other base cards first. Base Excalibur
Hey,
and a base Sammy and Ty. Actually, no, it's not base. Sorry, that's an All in the Family. Sammy and Ty. Get it? Because they're family.
so we know how Juicy's gonna be looking at that with one hand over Sammy.
Come on now. And then the last card that's in here, not numbered, but it's a Pyro of the Acclaimed.
Oh, just talking about Mr. Bowens. I wonder what's Caster doing now.
I don't know if you see the fireworks. Yeah, you see him a little
I do
bit.
see if fireworks. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. We'll see. All right, next up, one more pack.
I guess he's not the best wrestler alive anymore.
Ah, they never even did that match. They never even ran Bowens and Caster. They just like stopped.
Yeah, then they try to put him together and then just stop that too.
Something had to happen. I don't know. Something
Fucking
must have gone down.
weirdos.
Cash Wheeler,
Oh,
base
is he gonna
card.
win on Sunday? We'll talk about it in a little bit. Stay tuned.
Whoa, oh, very loud. We have a base of Brody King.
Oh, that's House of
Brody
Black
King.
Brody King. Yeah, it's a different
We
Brody King.
have a base Austin Gunn.
Hey, guns up.
I'll go to the last card. The base Taya Valkyrie.
Oh, that's a nice card.
Now these should be the hits.
Okay, here we go.
We have a gold variant Chris Statlander.
Nice.
A lot of love in this pack tonight. We got Caster, Hook, we got Stat,
Yeah, this pack was nice. This pack was better than
me
the first one.
Willow. We got
Ooh, I
ooh,
hear ooh.
that's not bad.
Well,
I'll take
show
it. All right.
us.
Well, this isn't it. Let's just get rid of Paul Turner
Oh,
first.
oh God. Imagine he
Base
was oohing
card.
Cole Turner.
One of one freaking honestly, even if it was Paul Turner, if it was a one of one Paul Turner, I would be hyped. Any one of one is pretty
No,
dope.
just the ooh would have been like crazy for Paul Turner.
Well, again, yeah. All right. Ty Mello, we are
Ah,
all elite. Not
even
bad.
better version of the other one.
Little double Ty Mello love there. And last, this is the one I was oohing and eyeing. We have a numbered card.
There we go.
This is a purple pyro out of 149. This is 131 out of 149. Danny Garcia.
Hey,
Pretty good card.
leather pants Annie. That's probably when he was what doing the dance. No,
Yeah, well,
before
this is
that.
2023, so he's still dancing during this time.
All right,
Yeah, I don't, hold on, I don't know if you can see
that little
the.
baby
Is it
chest
doing
hair.
anything on it? Like
Yeah, we could see
fireworks,
it.
pyro.
Yep, looks like a
There you
Ferris
go.
wheel.
Yeah, I like that. So that's cool. So
Nice.
I don't know if that's the hit, but that's so far probably the biggest hit I've gotten. It's the
Yeah, I was gonna
numbered
say. I
card.
think that's the first numbered one you've gotten since you started opening these with us.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice. All right. Well, thank you, Upper Deck, for the cards that I bought. But
Upper dick. What?
we appreciate that Upper Deck. We appreciate you. Um, Here at the Sharpshooters, we would take any and all card donations. I still have a bunch more to open here on the show. Stay tuned in the coming weeks. We'll open more and
If you
maybe I'll
send
get
us
lucky.
cards, we'll do like whole episodes of just card openings. I'm
Oh,
fine with that.
absolutely, 100%.
Fine with that.
But
I'll
yeah,
start
I'm looking
collecting
forward
cards
to.
if you send us cards.
I will continue. All right. So that is the card pack opening. So now we are on to our final segment of the evening, the big one, double or nothing
Ah,
predictions. This weekend is AEW Double or Nothing taking place at the Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. I will be attending. Danny is to be determined, I believe, unless he has bought his tickets yet. Danny,
I,
are you attending?
I'll be attending. That's
Have
all.
you bought
That's
your
all.
tickets yet?
We didn't ask that. I'll just be attending.
Okay, well, I don't know if you've seen prices at the moment, but
Don't
they're
worry about it. I'll be attending. Anyway, moving on.
okay. Okay, very convincing.
StubHub Jones. Anyway, so we have 12 matches on the card so far. Pretty good match, except for maybe two or three. No, maybe just two. So we'll get those two out of the way. First one, match redacted. I don't know what that match is. Don't want to talk about it. Moving on, we have Divine Dominion versus Zeta Steel and Vivia Van. How do we
Who?
feel about this?
Who?
Zeta Steel and that says Vivia Van. That's what I
No,
read.
it doesn't. It says Viva.
Viva.
Viva Van.
Why would I say Vivia?
Viva. How do you not know Viva? That's one of your.
I'm
It's one of your
tired.
words.
Moving
Is it
on.
not? Is it not? Either way, yeah. Again, it's the 5 minute challenge crap. It's waste of whatever. This is gonna be lame. Divine Dominion.
Yeah.
Give them something to do. I like the team,
I don't
but
understand. Is it just because what's her face got hurt that they don't know have a story? Like, would they have had a storyline if Penelope Ford
it's the
wasn't hurt? It
same
doesn't make
same
sense.
same bullshit they pulled when like when Danny Garcia won the TNT title and then the Continental Classic started.
Yeah.
And then like last year or when Private Party won the tag belts and the Continental Classic started.
Yeah.
You give these people the belts when there's things going on, it takes time away from them being on the show and then they can't get over as the champions.
Yeah.
And then they're looked at as a failure. Whatever. It's a booking, it's annoying.
No, I
But
agree.
pre-show, honestly, pre-shows have been duty, so let's just move on.
I feel like the last good pre-show, and it was just because of one match, was the tag match where Okada and Takeshita went over, and then it started like on. Was that Takada and Takeshita match? I forgot. But some team went
Yeah,
over, and then they went on to the main show, and we're like, oh, that's a dope like different beginning. Blah
it
blah.
was
That
I
was the
think
last
it was
time. It was interesting.
FTR and Jet Speed.
Maybe that's
Was
what
the
it was.
match?
Yeah, that might
Either
have
way,
been what it
honestly, it's
was.
just that was a cool
Oh no,
moment.
that's
But
right. It was that, and then the next week or the next
yeah,
time they did it, they try to like almost replicate it, and we were talking shit about it. That's what it was. All right,
it's just it's too as a whole though the buy-ins have been less than what they used to be, and
agreed.
I think it's by design. I think they're trying to keep the crowds not as hot during the buy-in, so they don't want it to be as crazy. I mean, they're not like bad content, but it's just weak compared to what they used to do. But whatever.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Continue.
Doesn't make
Yep.
sense. Moving on, we got a pretty interesting match. Honestly, I'm not sure where to go with this one. The Death Riders versus the Ops, 3-on-3. You got, I believe it was Claudio, Pac, and Garcia, right? I don't think Yuta's in the match.
No, Yuta is in the match. I think it's Claudio, Yuta, and Garcia. I
Oh,
don't think
Pac's not
Pac
in the
is.
match. Got it.
I don't. I believe it's Claudio, Yuta. I definitely remember Yuta's in the middle.
And I definitely remember
Claudio's in
Claudio,
the.
yeah. So then Garcia. Okay.
I'm
So
pretty sure
those
it's
three versus
Garcia.
obviously we got Bowens, Shibata, and Hook. So what do you feel here? How we going?
I'm leaning Death Riders.
Really
Just like
interesting.
yeah, I mean, like yeah, you put the ops there, but when you think about it, there's no Joe. It's Hook, Bowens, and Shibata, and I don't see that trio beating that trio right now. Which is unfortunate, but
See, that's
yeah.
funny because Pac's not in there. I kind of am leaning the other way. I feel like with no Pac, you only had the one powerhouse in Claudio. Yuta's technically one of the weaker ones in the group, so if he's in the team, that's where they had their chance, I think. So I'm kind of leaning towards us. 'Cause also, like, I'm curious what the Ops storyline is going to be moving on. Or, actually, now that I think about it, did the Ops lose and Hook tries to blame it on Bowens? Maybe that's what they do. You know what? I just talked myself into Death Riders. Forget it. I was leaning Ops until I just thought about that little thing there.
All right, fair enough.
All right, moving on. We have
Main show time.
main show I Quit match for the AEW Tag Team titles, FTR versus Cage and Cope. I'll go first with this one. I've been asked you to go first the last few ones. I love the setup for this. I think it's a really interesting match, and I love the stipulation where they only break up as a tag team. I feel like that is important because if they both had to retire, I think it would obviously be Cage and Cope without a question. But if the tag team has to retire, I still think Cage and Cope are going to win. I still think they want that little bit of time with them as champions. But yeah, I could definitely see FTR winning. I don't think this is as straightforward as some people think it is.
Okay. So who did you go with?
Cage and Cope.
Okay. So this is, even though it's an I Quit match, this is a New York street fight as well. We have to remember, as an I Quit match. So double stipulation going on here. Um, yeah, this has to be Cope and Cage's night. This has to be like that's it. I'll be gutted if they don't win it, man. Like this has to be it. And
Gutted is
I'm being
strong.
obviously I'm being selfish with like being there, like and wanting to see certain things, but like it's got to be tonight. It's
Yeah,
got to be
no,
this
I
night.
agree.
Now we didn't bring it up during the 10 and 10, but it's a good time to bring his name up because of this match and the next match. Mick Foley is going to be on the buy-in,
Yeah.
doing commentary with Renee to hype up the show. I have to ask you, Mick Foley is going to be on the buy-in. What are the odds that Cactus Jack is on the pay-per-view?
I don't
And do you-
think.
and if you do it, would you rather, if you had to pick, would you rather him do it in the I Quit match or the next match, the Stadium Stampede?
I'd rather do it in the same Stampede because I feel like the I Quit match is more of a serious storyline where Cactus Jack showing up randomly might like kind of dilute it a little bit. Stadium Stampede is literally set up for that kind of just random fun stuff. So I think I'd rather see him in the Stadium Stampede. I just don't know if I want to see him. Like, I kind of do and I kind of don't. I don't know. Like, he's not good enough to be wrestling or getting involved physically in matches, but at the same time, like,
Yeah, but listen, if you get him in there for Stadium Stampede, he throws a few punches or just does
Yeah,
the
no,
Sacco,
it's true.
or he's
Like,
backstage and gives like an elbow, and that's it. Big pop, huge
I'm
pop.
gonna go
That's
crazy.
all,
I'm gonna go
or a
crazy.
or a trash can hit. He doesn't need to take a bump. He doesn't
But
need to
I'm
do a
afraid
DDT.
it's one of those things where they like bring him in for like his retirement match or something, and this is what like it leads up to because he
Well,
didn't get his
no,
official retirement match.
no. I think we're jumping the gun on that. I think at this
Okay.
point it would just be to do that.
I get nervous. But then if it's just an appearance, then yeah, I would love to see him in the Stadium Stampede. I think that's
Yeah.
what would make more sense.
So yeah, Stadium Stampede, 7-on-7, the biggest one ever
That's
that they've
crazy.
done. It's gonna be a shit show. Unfortunately, I hate like half of this field.
Legitimately, you hate half of the field. It's hilarious.
Yeah, Jack Perry, the Bucks, Lashley, Toa Leona, Andrade. Like that's 6 out of the 12. Like, because I don't not like Bishop Khan. He's kind of like whatever. I think he has some talent. I can't stand Toa Leona. Either way,
God.
so this match is gonna be at least it's gonna be crazy enough. I can just like look at the people I want to look at as it's going on around the
Are we
stadium.
gonna be able to? Because like, I don't know.
Who knows?
I
knows?
like I said last week, I am so curious to see what this looks like live. I am
it's gonna be a shit
so
show.
curious. It's gonna be crazy shit show.
Oh yeah. One thing that's interesting, and obviously because of space, you didn't put them on there, but you didn't put him on there. But Kenny Omega has not been on TV for any of the build. They've said his name. He's in the match. I don't
Oh
think he's
crap!
turning
I didn't
her.
put Omega on here.
I don't think he's turning or anything. But I find it very interesting that Omega's like been like off the grid with this. So for in terms of predictions,
Misses
I
me.
mean, Ricochet is 3-0 against Jericho now. So the babyface side is stacked. Like that is the side that should win. That heel side, if it wins, it'd be huge for them.
Agreed.
But I'm gonna go with the baby faces. I think if you're gonna do it, now's the time. So yeah, give me the babyface side.
Yeah, I think it has to be the babyface side. You just have too many people
Oh yeah.
that you're trying to push. Like Mark Davis, no offense, you just got the belt. That's great, but that was his push for right now. He's not going to get the win here. Dogs, they haven't really been treating correctly. We talked about it since the trios title, I think. And then just Omega alone, like Omega alone means I think they have to win. Just by himself, I think that means that team has to win.
Yeah, unless Omega really does play a factor in him not like being on TV with this, but I don't think they're gonna do anything like that. But
Yeah, neither do I.
yeah, um,
Go ahead.
it
I'm
should be
excited,
fun.
dude.
It should be fun, even with the talent being in there that I do or don't like. The match itself will be fun. I mean, this is, and you know what? Again, maybe biased because we're going or I'm going as of right now. Um, this is a great card. This is a very, very good card. Like, honestly, I mean, the only dings I'd really give it are
Or the
the
two pre-show
buy-ins,
matches. Yeah.
buy-in stuff. Um, and obviously everyone can't be on this show, but I'm surprised that like, guys like Champa and like the Rascals are just not getting featured. But
Yeah, but then
again,
you
I mean,
have the fucking oh god, I don't want to say their name, but you had the super pre-show match that we're not talking about, and they're getting featured. Doesn't make any
yeah.
goddamn sense.
So either way, moving on. This is the first one I'm a little conflicted on, but I'm going to stick with my gut. We have a four-way match for the AEW Women's World Title. Tekla defending against Sheeta, Hayter, and Chris Statlander. Um, I felt a pretty good way about this until this week, and then the Willow news dropped, and I'm like, we're so in uncharted territory now with whatever the plan was that Tony could do something completely different with whatever new plan he comes up with. Um, so I'm gonna stick with my original gut, and because there's still time to change things, I'm gonna go with Tekla to retain. I just think Sheeta and Stat have this storyline going on right now with them kind of being on the ins and outs and like kind of button heads. I think they're gonna interfere with each other. Hayter could sneak in there and do something, and you can have Hayter and Windsor like maybe make Windsor make a run on the own or something. But I'm gonna stick with Tekla.
I agree. I said it last week. I think even though I'm glad that they're doing a four-way, the reason they're doing a four-way is because individually none of them I think would have beaten Tekla, and just for story purposes, they don't want to run another rematch with most of these girls.
Mhm.
So I think between Sheehan and Statlander's rivalry, Hayter, and I do think Hayter and Windsor, if it's not Ty J, it's Hayter and Windsor that are going to dethrone Divine Dominion. So they have their own little kind of path and storyline. So
Mhm.
I agree Tekla is going to retain here.
Yeah, and if it's not Tekla, I mean, obviously Statlander, it's her hometown. They might want to go for the pop.
Yeah,
Well, it's
if they're
Queens,
doing
but it's
something,
still it's
yeah,
Long
well, it's
Island
New
adjacent.
York.
Yeah, so they might do that. I don't know. So I'm gonna stick with Tekla for now.
All right. Next up,
Next time,
I think the match I might be most excited for just because of how long the storyline's been building for. Okada, Takeshita, International Championship. What are you thinking?
the AEW International title
No!
match. The international title is on the
Son
line,
of a
folks.
bitch.
Okada versus Takeshita. Um, Yeah, I'm gonna stick with what I've been saying. I think this is the first of three. I think they're gonna run it back at Forbidden Door and All In. With it being the first of all three, I do not think this is gonna go. Maybe I'll be wrong. I don't think this is gonna go as crazy as we think it's going to with the card that this is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think Okada's gonna win match one, and yeah, I'm gonna go with that for now. Okada. I think this is not over. I'm glad they're finally pulling the trigger and getting it going, but for it to continue at Forbidden Door and then All In. I think Okada would have to do something to nefarious or cheat or whatever. I don't think Takeshi's just gonna beat him. Also, like I get something is up with Okada where he had to leave and tend to something the last 2 weeks, but clearly that's kind of led to this feud
Yeah,
of
that
losing a
kind of
little,
sucks also. That's cooled down a little bit. Yeah,
lost a little bit of steam.
I
But
agree.
it'll deliver. Don't get me wrong.
No, I agree. It's got to be Okada. I think first off, the first thing that has to happen is that Callis is gonna help Okada win, which is gonna plan even more seeds and more divide. I think Takesha has to leave, and that's what's gonna lead to more matches between Okada and Takesha. Because if Takesha wins, that just kind of like tries to for him and Callis to keep working together, and I think the whole point is
Mhm.
for Takesha to break apart and be his own babyface. So I
Yeah.
agree with you. I think Okada wins this first match, and then eventually they run it back and they keep doing some more, and Takesha comes out on top in the end.
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right. Let me move down a little bit. Got a bunch of quarterfinal matches coming up with the Owen Hart Classic I was gonna say in effect underway. First one we got Samoa Joe versus Will Ospreay. I think we've been talking about it for a while. I think Ospreay's winning this. You think Ospreay's winning this, so has to be Ospreay this first match. Not to
Hmm.
mention Samoa Joe. I think once Ospreay wins and kind of starts moving on, that Ops versus Death Riders rivalry really starts heating up more and more, and he's going to be a focal point of that. So he's got to be in there.
Yeah, and I said it kind of a week or two ago, but for me and a lot of people, this is a dream match. It's a first time ever
It's going
match,
to be so good to
and
watch.
even with this card being what it is, this might be the match itself I'm looking forward to the most.
Yep.
Just to see them go. I mean, I'm always a big mark for a first time ever. When it like is like legit a first time ever that's like special and actually
Mm-hmm.
being said. Um, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I don't think it's gonna go insane, but maybe I'm wrong because it's a quarterfinal. It's not a closing, but it's still
Yeah.
Osprey and Joe. They're gonna
Yeah.
deliver. So I'm
Agreed.
hyped.
All right. Next up, we got Bandito and Swerve Strickland. So this past week, Swerve. First off, Nana interrupting Tony. Loved it. Do that more
Big pop.
often. Tell Tony to
Big
shut the
pop.
hell up. And then I didn't like his insult. I feel like he tried to be heel, but the insult kind of fell a little flat. Calling him like the substitute teacher was good, but then I forgot what he said. I forgot what he called the fans, but it didn't really hit as hard. Like when you use a substitute teacher line, it didn't connect. Like if he called them like delinquents or something like that, I think that would have been a little bit better. But I forgot what he said. But for me, it just didn't hit like as much as it was supposed to.
Speaking of not hitting, I don't know if you or anybody in chat. I don't know if you or anybody in chat agrees with me, but I think that whole fight between them, Bandito and Swerve, the brawl. I don't know if there was a communication breakdown or something, or they didn't rehearse it, but it felt very awkward.
Yeah, it looked
Like,
like they didn't know what to do with each other, which kind of has me nervous for the match this weekend.
no, I think the match will be fine. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't really practice it or think it out, but they lost the crowd with the momentum of like a brawl, a heated fight going at it, and it kind of just like, it's Jay said it went
Yeah,
too long and slowed down. It got weird. So just an odd observation
and
is
it
all.
took
I'm
him a
looking
little.
forward to the match,
It took
but
him too long to set up for that whole chair thing. Also, like that whole little exchange too was just awkward.
yeah,
100%
it was
agree.
weird.
100%
Also,
agree.
Bandito did almost clip Swerve's head as Swerve got out of the ring. And
Did he?
commentary did say they mentioned it. If you go back when Swerve's getting out of the ring and Bandito takes that big swing, Bandito goes big with it, and it like just misses Swerve's head as Swerve is backing out of the
Oh
ring.
my god, I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah. Commentary caught it, so if you go back and watch it, you'll see he just
That's
missed his head. It was
crazy.
close.
All right, so with
Um,
that being said, who's winning?
I'm going Swerve. I
Yeah,
think Osprey and
100%.
Swerve is the collision course here.
100%.
Um, Yeah, would I be shocked if Bandito won and you do Bandito versus Brody in the second round? No, but Swerve's whole thing is like a focused thing on power and going for something. I think to do this and have him lose first round, not good.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. I think the way Swerve's been building himself up and stuff like this, he's the one who called out Bandito. Not to mention wrestling logic, even though they don't follow it as much, which I'm okay with. But
Mhm.
Bandito did get over on Wednesday, so logic is supposed to say Swerve's supposed to get over on Sunday. But again, they kind of gone away from that, which I enjoy a lot. So we'll see. But I do think Swerve. And then last quarterfinal match for this weekend, we go to the women's side. Athena versus Mina Shirakawa. We just said it before, especially with Nightingale out. I think this is Athena's tournament to win right now. It would not make sense for us to pick Mina right now, so I'm going to go with Athena.
So this one, so for what it's worth, I think this is a better match to get. I like Willow and Alex Windsor, but I'm more excited to see this match than I was to see
Oh, 100%.
Willow and Windsor live.
100%.
Because that one felt like Willow was going to win. This one, I don't know because like Athena does. I'm going with Athena, but so you can write me down for you can write me down for Athena, but I would
Written.
not be surprised if Mina won because if the consensus online or amongst people is that Mina's the one that attacked Tony, and Mina, I believe, signed with AEW around a year ago and just missed out on the Owen. So there's a story to Mina winning and
Advancing.
having a run, and then long term finding out like she was the bad guy and she won.
You know what?
So
That between that and then us just saying how like Athena needs to drop the title, she needs to be featured on. This is just the same rinse and repeat every time they put her in a tournament. Where we all kind of think like, oh, she's like, think of what we did with the tag team tournament. We thought her and Mercedes
but
were going to run away with it, and then she loses the
but the,
first round.
well, that's the thing. Well, she was also against Mercedes in the first round, so it was like
No.
the
The
bracket.
the
Yeah.
tag team one.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just saying,
Um,
every time they
eh,
put Athena in a tournament, we think she's going to make a run, and then she doesn't make the run. So maybe
yeah,
this
but again,
is
I think
rinse and repeat.
Will with Willow out though now, that's the thing. Again, we're in uncharted territory. Like anything, if Willow was the one to win, I think the winner of this match is, besides the wild card, is probably going to win the whole tournament.
Yeah. All
So
right.
we're gonna have to see. I don't know, but I'm very on the fence with this one. I think this one and Okada Takeshita are the two right now where I'm like, eh.
I think
But
Okada. I'm more like sure about. I think the one I'm on the
yeah,
fence one was. I mean, it's a
leaked.
pre-show
Yeah,
match, but honestly, the Death Riders Ops is probably the most on the fence I'm on right now.
yeah, yep.
Actually, no. This next match, so logically, I think John Moxley wins. I think that's the story where he never beats O'Reilly. Even this Wednesday, he couldn't beat O'Reilly, and then this is finally the time he wins it. But man, O'Reilly should win. Like, God, if O'Reilly wins, I might lose my mind at that stadium,
Yeah.
bro. Like, that's gonna be insane. And he really should win this. Like he really has his number. They should just let him win it. Let Moxley lose the belt. Let Moxley and Joe kind of do their turf war kind of thing. You don't need the belt for that. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna have Moxley finally like slay his dragon, like you said. That's kind of his story with the Continental Championship, is that he's been beating all the guys
Yeah.
that he's lost to in the past. And I think this is just another example of that. But I really want O'Reilly to win that.
I was gonna say, man, this is exactly what they did with Takeshita, where Mox and Takeshita kept going to like to draws or non-finishes, and Mox couldn't beat him. And then they did the no time limit match at pay-per-view, and then Moxley beat him. I'm with you. Everything you just said is exactly like I'm rolling with you. Like I want O'Reilly to just do it.
Yeah.
But Mox is he's so focused right now, and this is working for him. And I almost worry what the Death Riders or Mox look like without a belt. And so that's something I worry about. Like,
To be honest with you, I would love it because I kind of think that makes them more like predators, and I think that makes them more like
yeah, but they're more babies than heels right now, despite the mixed
I
reactions. Like
know,
they're getting pops,
but
but
I still think you can be like a predator and still be a baby the way they do it. Like I'm not saying
yeah,
they're gonna like attack them every weekend, like leave them lane, which would be cool in its own right. Like if they go
yeah,
full heel and start doing like just lane, leaving bodies every week until they get a title shot, I'm cool with that too because we haven't seen something like that in a while. But
yeah.
but no,
I'm tempted. I'm tempted, man. I want to pick Kyle,
I
but
really want to pick Kyle so bad.
yeah, I'm gonna stick with Mox though.
It's just the way they've been doing the story. I know,
I know,
this is one of
I
those
know.
ones where it's not that I'm questioning who's gonna win. I know what they're gonna do. I hope they fucking swerve us. Like I hope we're wrong about this. It would be fucking
Yep,
dope.
you and me both.
And this last one, I think this is the only one where we might
Big
be
one,
split
the
because
big
this is a
one.
title versus hair, the men's world championship on the line. Darby Allin, the champion, who's been going match after match after match since he's won the belt. Probably the most title defenses in a month I've seen in the history of wrestling. The most world title defenses in a month. I don't think I've ever seen this many. I would challenge anyone to find stats on that, but I don't think anyone's defended this much in what they said 27 days or something like
I
that.
mean, televised wise, yes. I'm
Ah,
sure house show circuits.
house
You
shows. I
can't.
mean, even if they do once a week,
You forget
like
they used to run house shows a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. They used to do like almost every night, right? That's
Yeah,
fair. That's fair.
so
So
but
televised
whatever.
matches, I agree.
I get your point.
Juice is
You're
right.
right.
Televised matches, though, I don't think anyone's ever defended this many world titles in a short amount of time.
Yep.
Then you have MJF, who's putting up his hair. I don't know what a bald MJF looks like. I don't doubt for the business that MJF would do it. I just don't think I don't think he's going bald. I don't know why. I think I really think MJF's going to win. I don't want him to. I want Darby to win, but I don't know. So what I'm thinking is, what does a bald MJF storyline look like? And I don't know if it's like going to be good.
Is that it? You done?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I thought you had more that you were going to say after that. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're good.
Um, yeah, I'm sticking with my gut, and I'm riding this momentum. Darby wins. Darby rolls on. I don't know if it's during the match or after the match, but Adam Page is more than likely going to be the one to cost MJF this match. And yeah, the Darby reign moves on. I think Darby versus Roosh next week keeps everything going. I think eventually Darby's going to lose this belt to likely Kenny Omega. Um, and then it's going to be Omega versus Osprey. Um, at All In. That's kind of where I'm at with it right now. I don't really know where Darby fits in to All In, but because I think it'll be MJF and Page. I mean, you could maybe go back Darby and Mox again, but I don't know. But
Blood and guts, just like last year.
what?
Blood and guts, just like last year.
What do you mean?
Not blood and guts. What match did they do at All In? Sorry, what was that last match they did?
The Texas Death?
There you go. No, didn't they have like a huge?
Well, that was All In.
Yeah, that was a
You
big
mean All Out?
Yes. Sorry. What are we talking about right now? I'm talking about Wembley last year.
Wembley last year, All In, it was Page and Mox in Texas Death. We're talking about
No,
Darby
what was
and
the
Mox.
big multi-man match at the end of the night last year? Was that Blood and Guts with Osprey and Darby and all them?
You talking about Forbidden Door? Show you went to?
Sorry yes. Sorry. I said Wembley. I meant O2. My bad, man.
I was like, what
Yes,
are you talking
yes, yes.
about?
Sorry.
I was like, what the hell? Oh,
I got
man.
lost there.
I was like, maybe he's talking about All Out. Whatever.
No,
Okay.
I got lost there. So no, then they don't do Blood and Guts there. So what does Darby do then? I don't know.
You could do Darby and Swerve.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know, or something with Andrade. Whatever. We'll figure it out.
I
No,
don't
they
mind
all
the
came
Andrade
out to help
stuff.
Page at the end of All In, if that's what you mean. No, we already figured it out, Jay. It's Forbidden Door. Either way, I think it's Darby. I think they're gonna do it. I just feel like the way they're playing it with like it being so like light and like MJ. I don't know, man. The vibe of it makes me just think it's gonna happen. It's like I feel like he's not leading into like being a babyface. Like he's calling New York a shithole, and he's buttered up Queens.
Yeah, but he's
before
done that
Grand Slams.
before. No, he's called
No,
New York
no.
a shithole before.
No, not Queens though. He's done Grand Slams in Queens and like gotten the pops. The early Grand Slams, he was getting cheered. Granted, he was fighting Brian Pillman Jr., but either way,
I still think he's gonna get cheered. It doesn't matter if he calls New York a shithole or not. They're still gonna cheer him.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I have faith. I have faith that they booked this well and strong enough that the crowd's not going to be that stupid. And if they are, I'll be on here next Thursday saying Queens crowd's fucking stupid, and I'll be like, I hate it because they do this shit every time where we go to they boo Mercedes because they're like Boston sucks. And,
Bro, if this wasn't Darby, you'd be fucking cheering MJF when he comes out.
No. Because you've been with me at all these shows where they've cheered MJF when he's a heel, and I've sat there and said, this is bullshit, this is stupid. Every single time I've said, he's a heel, he should not be doing this, and the crowd's an idiot. I said it every time, so don't pull that. Do not pull that. I'm sticking with it. Darby's my pick. He's gonna win.
All right. So besides the last match, we're pretty simpatico with the rest of them. I don't really see any changes being made on my end, except for maybe the last match. I really got to think about it, but besides
Yeah.
that, I think we're pretty set.
I'm really gonna try and stick to my guns because every single time I like
You switched at the last second and it
the
cost you.
switch, like it either cost me or I just freaking go even with the changes. So I just
Yeah.
gotta leave it alone. Just gotta leave it alone, and that's it.
All
I like
right.
it. It's gonna be an awesome show. I'm excited.
Yeah. It's going to
Um,
be great.
anybody that's attending, if you want to do a sharpshooters meet and greet, only I will be there. It seems, because at this point, ticket prices are getting up there for poor Daniel. Um, I guess he'll figure it out.
Figure it out. Don't worry about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys next Thursday at our regular time, 7 p.m. We'll talk about our experience at Double or Nothing. Maybe one, maybe
Nice.
both.
Nice, man.
And we will go over. We'll see. I'm not actually sure what we're doing next week, but we'll find out. We'll talk about it. We'll let you guys know.
Yeah, we'll work it all out. Right now, we're all kind of on the double or nothing high. We
Yeah,
haven't really planned out anything for June.
it's fine.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll do the pride of Sharpshooters Month. No worries.
Oh, but then we'll get booed, according to Danny.
It's true. All right. See you guys next week. Peace out, everybody.
Hey, down, down.